Alrighty, we're getting into it. Losers quarters. Triple Money versus JSlayer.
3, 2, 1, go!
And starting off with that Sigmatic right away, just trying to assume that maybe Triple Money was one of those wolves that starts off with the blaster right away. But Triple Money gonna wait a little bit before he gets a little bit too trigger happy. Starting off with amazing 46%. Give me a piece here and there. Nothing too sinister going on just yet.
I wouldn't be surprised to see, if he does throw a couple blasters in, J Liberty being able to absorb those, maybe getting back down to a decent percent. But right now, he's just tacking on the damage, able to actually take the percent lead at this moment.
And that's the big thing about Wolf, is that his damage output is just really good once he starts to get in. But as we've seen previously in some of the other sets that we've seen JSlayer on, it's really easy to get that percent back once you use the absorb. So Solomon just has to be really cognizant of his usage of the blaster and also his DI during that down air.
Yeah,
that was very strange. It seemed like he was probably trying to DI out to get out of it, but that just led him straight to the blast zone.
So, the more I look at this matchup, the more I'm thinking, I think Wolf is definitely the better character overall, but I think Lucas just has so many tools to shut out Wolf. Down smash at the edge just makes it super hard for Wolf to grab ledge. Side magnet makes it super hard for Wolf to try to zone with blaster. We have all these, things coming out. He heals a good amount off of those too.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I feel, it's one of those things where
familiarity thing too as well, because Wolf is a popular character.
Very popular character indeed. Yeah, as we've said before, I mean, Wolf is a really good character. He has a great toolkit, but this is one of those few matchups where it's just like Lucas definitely has the tools to kind of counter what he has. Oh, and he was going for the back throw there. Yep, there it is. Goodbye. See you later.
JSlayer always able to find those ledge back airs.
And and Triple Money going to show a little bit of a back air himself. And that's another thing about Wolf. He has got great aerial drift, so he can just kind of run away from you and then just kind of float right back in with those big hitboxes that he's got. Just look at that. He can be so mobile. Whoa, the air dodge on stage.
I think he actually saved him.
Oh. Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, Magna had the side. That was a very dangerous situation. He probably could have just waited for the ledge trap situation. But he just wanted to end it. And here we go. Solomon really needs to find an answer as to how he can get in right now. I think he might have found the solution. All right, he's been setting up on his homework. That forward smash going to connect. All right, well, what's the situation here? Solomon being really patient to get back on stage, using that wolf flash. What's the ledge trap situation? Gonna come in with a forward air. And boink! See you later.
I like that.
Recovering high, good stuff.
Recovering high, avoiding the down smash entirely.
It's so tempting just to use the up B in that situation, but, Triple Money just making sure he mixes up his, just mixing up how he gets back onto the stage, which is always good to see.
Yeah, now with Max Rage, he was pretty much at the point where one good hit would have killed him, but now it's one good hit could kill either of them.
He wanted it all. He was ready to gamble. He was in poker mode.
True.
Yeah, just kind of getting a little bit too impatient at the very last second off stage, just throwing out that forward air. I think he fast fell it a little bit too much, and he just could not make it back. But JSlayer going to take the first game. It wasn't too one-sided by any means.
I would say definitely near the end there, it could have been either player's game. I would say JSlayer had a little bit of an edge, but Solomon, I think, just kind of became a little bit more familiar with how JSlayer likes to play, especially his Lucas. Just got a few reads later in the game as it progressed.
Mm-hmm. And we're kind of seeing, what we were talking about with Wolf's damage output, just kind of being that evening factor that Triple Money needs in this set. Because it felt like whenever JSlayer was taking control, Solomon would find a way back, just based off getting in a bunch of hits and then really trying to claw his way back, no pun intended.
Yeah, but it almost makes me think, will Solomon stay with Wolf, or will he switch to Zelda?
It's a good question, because
you have Pokemon Stadium 2 back up for this next game, awaiting character selections as we speak. JSlayer locking in that Lucas.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, PS2, this is one of those situations where, I think it's more so
and we have the Zelda on deck, boys.
Yeah, so we're gonna be switching, but I think I agree with this. It wasn't so much the stage as it was just like the match itself.
Yeah, I think
he didn't lose by a lot.
Yeah, I think Wolf was definitely gonna be a harder matchup against Lucas than Zelda might be. And he gets to play around with the fact that he got warmed up to JSlayer's Lucas, so maybe he's got some tricks up his sleeve with Zelda in this next match coming up.
Mm-hmm. So Zelda Lucas, this is definitely a more niche mashup that you're not going to see very often. So this will be a treat.
3, 2, 1, go!
And this Zelda, the bane of plenty of Santa Barbara players' existence, just a very nefarious princess, to say the least. And yeah, he's just shedding up shop right now. He's got the Knight, and he's got Ferore's Wind on deck. I don't know about this, though. Okay, we're good.
Things to consider, too, though. A lot less projectiles to absorb. I mean, you got Dim's Fire, potentially, but you can't reflect the Knight with the bat. I mean, you just gotta time it pretty crazy, but...
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward hitbox, so it's possible, but it's very weird to do.
Yeah. I wouldn't take J Liberty as the gambling man to try to risk it on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once or twice during the game at low percent, but...
All right, Solomon now taking a really significant lead right now with 94% to his credit.
Patience. Great patience on J Liberty as Solomon was able to recover the stage, was able to get the punish on his landing once again.
What's JSlayer going to do here on the edge? And we're very familiar with that.
Baby.
Every time. Yeah, that's just that's another thing in his toolkit that just comes out every once in a while.
Oh, so
you always have to be ready for Triple Money when he's about to utilize that up B out of shield, because that will kill.
Yeah. And he was able to get the reflect to be able to gimp Lucas from grabbing ledge, and then I thought he was going to go out for a dare, but he went for another Nairu's Love.
Mm-hmm. All right, gonna get him off the forward with a forward tilt. Trying to look for the 2-frame with that down smash, but he's 0 for 2 on that right now. All right, finally throwing out the Din's Fire, but as we kind of saw, even though it didn't connect, as he gets the up throw kill, JSlayer is always going to be ready for that. So
every time,
Triple Money's not going to throw that out very often.
Yeah, every time I see Solomon go off stage, I'm always super worried that he's going to accidentally pineapple himself underneath the stage.
Ooh, and that's another thing that you also need to be careful with, because he was setting up for the Knight, but if you attack Zelda before the Knight is fully ready, it just dissipates.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the situation here? These guys just spacing each other out, kind of in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Reverse the Knight there.
I think
we're talking about it.
Zelda with the bat, so she actually didn't get hit by the Knight, but still putting it out on the table. Like, this is something I can't do. And both players just kind of looking to finish out this stock, playing near the ledge, able to get the lightning kick.
Oh, that's what we want! Kicks!
Speaking of kicks,
oh, all these other kids with the pumped up kicks. They better run. They're not going to run away from that PK Fire, though, right at the very edge. Because that'll send you right into the Blast Zone. Alright, we're all even Stevens right now.
Yeah, and this is the part of the game where both players are going to play a little bit more spacey, I think. Because it's last stock, you know, Solomon's probably thinking, you know, he's got to play a little bit more safer as well because he's already down a game.
Pretty much every time he gets a tech situation, or if he even gets like a small poke, he's backing up, he's setting up the Knight. Just not trying to mess too much with JSlayer. And JSlayer's just looking for those grabs. 2 of them in a row, none of them are going to connect.
Ooh, I like that. He actually went up with the Dark Knight and then tried to reflect the PK Fire.
He's slowing down the pace of the game a lot right now. Alright, what's he going to try and do to get him out of the air? Gets an up air. It's got him at 69% now.
J Liberty just kind of waiting for Solomon to, you know, jump in the air or press a button. It's just so he could punish the landing. Not really doing anything too committal. Oh, doesn't get the lightning kick.
He's gonna get the weak hit for that. And JSlayer got him up at 100 right now. So we gotta be careful. But Solomon just sticking to the game plan right now, not doing anything different, just setting up the Knight, just waiting for his opportunities to get in. There's the grab. Oh, and he sent him into the Blast Zone. That was scary.
And he gets the...
Oh, no. No!
Oh my god.
The baby kicks! And Triple Money steals the game at the very last minute. And JSlayer just had all of that momentum. He was keeping him out. He was starting to read him at the very end. Because he was reading.
I was waiting for him to run off dare. And he waited until it mattered.
You called it. You called it. He had that in the back of his pocket, and he waited until he finally went in for it, and it paid off big time. All right, so now we got ourselves a match, boys. We're now 1-1, and both games have been pretty darn close. So this could go either way. There's no definitive winner, that's for sure. But I mean, that's why we play these things out, baby.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what stage they pick, because now they both won a game. It technically will be banned on both sides. They can agree to gentlemen's to it, but Smash GG isn't going to give them that option. They'll have to do that in chat and then just kind of pick one at random. Right now we have Smashville, Battlefield Town, FB, and Small Battlefield on the board. Looks like Smashville is the one that got picked.
Alrighty, and JSlayer did step out of the arena, so I'm wondering if there's going to be a character switch here. We did see his Wii Fit trainer earlier. And it looks like Triple Money's actually going back to the Wolf, which I don't mind, because he did show that it's pretty volatile, and there is a very good chance that it could take Game 3, because it almost took Game 1. All right, we're waiting for the pick right now. And we'll see what we're doing. All right, he's locking in with the Wolf. And we're going on to Smashville for Game 3. So this is just one of those stages where, since that notorious platform just sits in the middle, so it really limits your options on how you can come in. You either have to come up from above it, or you're gonna have to come up below it. There's no other way around it. That's one way you're really gonna streamline the game plan.
I'm wondering if this stage had anything to do with Triple Money deciding to switch off of Zelda. You know, I think pineapples are a little bit more prone on this stage when you're playing teleport characters such as Zelda.
That could be it. Either way, we're gonna see how the Wolf fares in Game 3 against this Lucas. And again, JSlayer just always gonna be ready for stuff like that.
Not able to punish that. Actually able to convert that into a pretty good string.
Yeah, that was a crazy punish. He ended up getting him all the way up to 101 now.
And the back throw will definitely kill.
And goodbye. Yeah, those side blast zones are a little bit smaller now.
Yeah. JSlayer just super great at finding the throws right at the edge. Right when it will kill.
And that down smash of Wolves has very fast recovery time, so you can just throw it out as you please.
Yeah. JSlayer tried to hold on to that regrab, but able to get the Gamp
Oof.
just as Solomon did last game.
Yeah, boom, boom,
He's on
check
the
these
other foot.
sneakers and you're gone.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a pretty back and forth set for a while, but this is looking pretty rough this time around. And only 90 seconds have passed, so Solomon's got to figure something out now if he wants to turn this into a more competitive set. Otherwise, JSlayer might be looking forward to seeing Ant in loser semis.
Ash attack, still not going to do it. And that's kind of the double-edged sword of, having to edgeguard Lucas is, do you run off stage and risk dying to get the stock?
Yeah. And Solomon ended up getting that.
Behind.
Yeah, and Solomon ended up getting a grab, and he just, he didn't pummel, he didn't do nothing, he just threw him. He's like, that's something you don't really want to see. You're just kind of second-guessing yourself during the set. Going through with that Wolf Flash every single time.
Doesn't catch him.
Oh, man. This is
got him right on the edge.
Alright, going low this time around.
The next punish will definitely do it.
Yeah, Solomon's gonna have to pull out probably one of the greatest games of his life if he even wants to make it a one-stock game at this point.
All right, okay. That's a start for sure.
And that's the end.
And that's the lightning kick of death.
Alrighty, well, good stuff to Triple Money. Took him all the way to game 3. JSlayer though, just showing him the sneakers. Bow.
The pumped up kicks.